Hello and welcome. My name is Briony and I'm a member of the Selphie YouTube channel. Today we'll be going through the start of Genshin Impact. If you are someone who maybe is a bit interested and wants to know a little bit more, this will be just a walkthrough of the first Archon quest, which is what the main quests are named, called an Outlander who catches the wind. If you're someone who maybe is a bit more familiar with Genshin Impact, hopefully I can give you some fun facts along the way. Let's begin. Enjoy the first cutscene.
So, what you're trying to say is that you fell here from another world? But when you wanted to leave and go on to the next world, your path was blocked by some unknown god?
Outlanders, your journey ends here. Who are you? The sustainer of heavenly principles. The arrogation of mankind ends now.
So as you can see at this point, it asks us to select a twin. These are choosing your player character. You have Lumine is her official name. There isn't much difference between the two twins other than aesthetics. There are some stat differences, but you're hardly going to notice them while playing. Lumine here is a little bit more powerful. Her charge attack's a bit more powerful, but Aether here, that's his official name, is a bit taller, which means that his sprint is a bit faster, his climbing is a bit faster, and his swimming is a little bit faster, because characters' heights tend to affect that, because, you know, short legs, smaller character, slower character. I'm picking Lumine because she's cute, and that is as far as my decision making goes. You may pick on anything you want, but know that they have no other costumes, so this is the outfit you stuck with regardless.
Ether!
And just like that, the god took away my brother. Some kind of seal was cast upon me, and I lost my power. So whilst we used to cross world after world, we are now trapped here. How many years ago was it? I don't know. But I intend to find out. After I awoke, I was all alone. Right up until I met you 2 months ago.
Yeah, Paimon really owes you for that. Otherwise, Paimon likely would have drowned. So Paimon will do her best to be a great guide. We should head off. Let's get going.
And that's it. We are now into the gameplay of Genshin Impact. I'm going to take a minute to try set this controls to controller, because that's what I prefer, but you can use keyboard. It's usually WASD to move and all those wonderful things. The controller setup is very good for this game because it's also available on PlayStation, so they have managed to put a pretty good controller setup together, which feels smooth and easy to use. So you got your A for jump, and we can attack. But for now, we will follow Paimon. Oh look, a crab. Nope, I've been distracted. That is the fun of this game. It's just getting distracted. You just see things and go, oh, what's that? So if you're someone who very much likes their exploration games, a lot of people tend to conflate this with Breath of the Wild because the mechanics, I'll admit, are very similar. So if you're someone who did enjoy that, gameplay-wise, you probably will enjoy Genshin as well. Open the world map. So there are fast travel points you can unlock along the way. To open the world map, at least for the controller, you'll need to press the left button and down. And this is the world map. For now. But let's zoom out. Can I zoom out even further? Look how far it goes. Okay, it goes. And then all the way up here. And then all the way up here. I can't zoom any further out. But Genshin has been going for a few years now. And there is quite a lot to find. It is jam-packed with content lizard. But for now, we will continue to follow Paimon. As Paimon will teach us the basics.
The path ends here! Guess we'll just have to climb! Climbing depletes stamina, and depleted stamina takes time to recover. Okay, let's take the route we planned. We're off to a statue of the seven! Which of the seven are you looking for exactly?
As you can see, there's a lot of shiny things in the way. We've got your Sunserias, which is a nice little fruit here. I would suggest, if you see it, pick it up. Because you never know when you're going to use it. There's a couple of items. If you end up having lots of one thing, there's a couple of items where you can potentially trade it in for nicer things. There's cooking as well, which the meals you can make are quite useful. Sorry, I'll stop. What is it, Paimon?
That's a statue of the seven! There are a few of these statues scattered across the land to show the seven's protection over the world. Among the seven gods, this god controls the wind. Paimon's not sure whether the god you're looking for is the animal god, but Paimon will take you to the animal god's place first, and there's the reason why.
And this is where we officially start the prologue.
As we all know, poetry and language flow like the wind. There'll definitely be someone there who knows about your brother. At least that's what Paimon thinks. Whether the gods actually answer you is a different story. You never know unless you try. So let's hop to it.
Again, we've got some shinies over here. Make sure you collect what you find. We've got some berries, always useful. Tiny animal. Sweet flower is also very useful. You can make sugar out of sweet flower. And up there you will see a chest. So we're going to take a small detour. Because chests are very useful and...
A reward on the road.
Loot. So with chests, let's just go through what we got here. We got this enhancement ore, which is used to level up weapons. These are where our fruits are. The rest of these will explain as we get things. And we got Animo sigils, which will be used to in a specific shop to get specific items. For now, let's go to the statue.
You can swim right over.
Just in case you thought you dissolved in water, as you do in some games, you do not in Genshin Impact. However, if you let your stamina go down in water, you will drown. Please be careful. So as you can see, statues of the Seven reveal part of the map. They are incredibly useful, and I highly suggest every time you come to a new region to prioritize getting statues of the Seven. Usually the main plot will take you close to a few statues of the Seven, so follow the main plot in each area, then clean up any teleport points you can get afterwards.
Did you just feel the elements of the world? Seems all you had to do was just touch the statue and you got the power of Animo. As much as they may want it, people in this world can never get a hold of powers as easily as you. It's because you're not from this world to begin with. If we keep heading west from here, we'll eventually reach Mondstadt, the city of freedom. Mondstadt is the city of wind because they worship the god of Animo. So perhaps, because you got power from the god of Animo, you can find some clues there. There are also lots of bards there, so perhaps one of them has heard news of your brother. Let's move then. The elements in this world responded to your prayers, and Paimon thinks that's a lovely sign.
But we will be besieged by slimes, so that we can learn our new powers. Animo is a very fun power. New Moon and Aether's attack is a burst, like this. Or if you hold the trigger, like I did before, you can charge it up for a more powerful burst. It will also suck up a lot of elements around it. Meaning that it can spread elemental coverage. And then we have an elemental burst, which is a character's second ability.
Be gone!
Which is just usually a bigger ability. This is incredibly useful
powers
for
you got from the Statue of the Seven.
pulling
Oh, Paimon's
enemies
so
together.
jealous. Why doesn't Paimon get cool fighting powers?
Because you're too small, Paimon. It will pull enemies together, and there are other characters that will very much benefit from that kind of crowd control. Now it's teaching me to change my settings. I'll cut this bit out. Yes. I'm also going to change the fragments out. If you're like me and your B being confirm is a bit strange, you can change it here to A confirm and B cancel, which is generally more natural to those in the West. I'd like to take you through this menu for a minute. When you first start, you will probably have a lot of mail. You will have some extra nice things here. It depends on when you start. These might not be in your inventory yet, but you will get a nice amount of rewards and some free wings, which I'll show you how to use later. If you press Y, you can just claim everything at once. You don't have to go through everything. You've also got your achievements list, which, as you can see, there's a lot to be done in this game. There is so much. And this one will be your main one. Whenever you get to a point in the story, you will usually get one of these, and you will get some Primo Gems. What they do will become clear later. The rest is fine. I suggest that when you get to this point, you pick up these flowers here, Calla Lilies, because they will be used to level up a character you get later. There are a few characters you get for free rather than having to do through the gacha, and one of them uses Calla Lilies as their level up item, so I highly suggest you pick them up. Over here we have some dandelions. You don't need to pick them up because you might not get a character that needs them, but if you do, we have used... Oh! Hello, dragon!
Wow, what is that? There's something huge in the sky! It's headed towards the heart of the forest! We must proceed with caution.
Use an animo ability on the dandelions to make them give you what you want. But for now, story-wise, just follow the path. You can kill some slimes on your way if you would like, but the XP they give you isn't substantial. I suggest carrying on to collect what you find. No, I want to kill this slime. And carry on to the Whispering Woods.
Look at that!
Don't be afraid. It's all right now. I'm back.
Is he talking to a dragon?
Who's there?
That was close. Paimon almost got blown away. Luckily, Paimon managed to grab hold of your hair. Thanks. Just what was that? Paimon thought we were gonna get eaten. It definitely has something to do with that weirdo who was talking to the dragon. Of course not. Oh, what's that? There's some kind of shiny red thingy on the big rock over there. Let's go take a closer look. Be careful. Paimon doesn't have a good feeling about this.
In this game you can get some little companions who just follow you around. They're just sitting there to look cute. And apparently I got one with my login bonuses. For the record, a lot of the dialogue options in those cutscenes don't really affect anything. You might get slightly different dialogue, but for the most part it's your personal preference. Choose whatever you want. Don't have to follow me on that one.
Paimon's never seen a stone like this before, so Paimon can't tell what it is. All Paimon knows is that it's dangerous. Best we put it away for now. Okay, we've got it. Now let's get out of here.
I don't really want it. For now I'm gonna go without the little companion. Let's play it without it. Again, pick up what you find. You never know when it's gonna come in useful. And continue along the path.
Hey, you! Stop right there!
May the Animo God protect you, stranger. I am Amber, outrider for the Knights of Favonius. You don't look like citizens of Mondstadt. Explain yourselves.
Well, we're not looking for trouble.
That's what all the troublemakers say. Doesn't sound like a local name to me. And this mascot, what's the deal with it?
You can be as nice to Paimon as you wish. I'm gonna do being a very nice to Paimon playthrough.
I mean, we've only been traveling partners for 2 months, but we've already become the very best of friends.
So to sum it up, you're traveling partners, right? Well, look, there's been a large dragon sighted around Mondstadt recently. Best you get inside the city as soon as possible. It's not far from here. I'll escort you there.
Oh, aren't you out here for some other reason?
I am, but not to worry. I can keep you both safe while doing that too. Besides, I'm still not sure if I can trust you two just yet. Oh, I'm sorry. Probably not something I should say as a knight. I give you my apologies, strange yet respectable travelers.
That sounded so fake.
Do you have something against the type of language usage prescribed by the Knights of Favonius Handbook?
And we now have our first character, Amber. Amber is pretty useful, especially early game. A lot of people in the fans would probably not advise to use Amber, but she is a pyro bow character, which is very useful for many reasons, which I will go through. So now Amber's is in the party. You can switch to Amber at any time, as long as she is in the party, and using the left trigger you can target. If you're better at aiming than I am, you'll be able to aim at the Animo slime a lot faster, and fire using the other trigger.
So, suspicious travelers, what are you doing in Mondstadt?
She got separated from her brother during a really long journey. Paimon is her travel buddy, helping her to find her brother.
Oh, looking for your family? Huh. Okay, let me finish my other stuff first, and then I can help you put up posters around the city.
What exactly is it you need to finish doing first?
It's simple. You'll understand in a bit.
So Amber has an element too, just like Lumine, and Amber's is Pyro. So Amber is fire. Pyro has a lot of uses in this world that are just very good utility. She can start campfires to help you cook, and there are a lot of puzzles in the open world which require you to be able to light torches. Very Zelda-esque in that respect.
A hilichurl.
Quick, get it!
If you see teleport waypoints, it's best you activate them when you can. Amber's actual skills include charge attacks are infused with pyro. This is the same for most bow characters, so if you want to
These
apply
monsters have been
elements,
getting too
that's a good
close to
way
the
do
city
it.
recently. My task this time is to clear out their camp.
And the camp is just to the left up here, where that yellow marker is. Hilly Trail Camp. Amber can also summon Baron Bunny. Doo-doo-doo. Baron Bunny acts as a taunt. Characters will focus on Baron Bunny rather than Amber, so you can be free to just pick them off a little bit. And Baron Bunny will explode after a little while.
Nothing to it.
Once you finish, the cutscene will instantly start.
Though I've gotta say, you surprised me a little with your moves there. Thanks for the backup. How'd it feel?
Now that you mention it, how is it the hilichurls ended up here? These creatures don't seem like the type to set up camp so close to cities like this.
Exactly. It's more normal for them to be much further out in the wilderness. But because the dragon, Storm Terror, has been around a lot more recently, our orchards have been destroyed and the local market has been affected as well. When the storms hit, we usually end up with at least a few injuries, so the Knights of Favonius have been tied up doing the best they can to defend the area.
So these annoying creatures have been getting closer and closer to the city?
Exactly. That said, clearing this camp helped make the area a little bit safer. Come with me. A responsible knight must make sure to see you to the city safely.
But before that, loot.
Wow, these will come in handy.
So, as you can see, for the more things we got this time, we got adventurer experience. So this is used to level up your characters. Very useful. And we got an artifact. You can set these onto your characters to boost their stats. For example, this one, it won't boost any stats. It'll boost your attack by 8, so it's not amazing, but if you can get 2-piece sets or a 4-piece set, it will do a little bit more. At this early game, you don't really have to worry too much about accessories. It's pretty easy to get. We also now have access to the character wheel. I suggest setting up your artifacts on whatever characters you feel like using. At the moment, we are going to be using Lumine a lot. In this menu, we can see Lumine's main stats. If you press Y for details, you can see it broken down very clearly, what they do, what kind of damage they can do, and all that good stuff. You can set their weapon, which we only have 2 at the moment, and they're both the same, pretty much. Well, actually, no, that one's got 10 more, so let's just switch out for that. You can set your artifacts. As you can see, you can set up to 5 artifacts on a person at the same time. You've got your constellations, which will help level up your skills and generally help boost your character's attack. But the only way to get constellations for most characters is to pull them from the gacha more than once. For Lumine, you will usually get them through the story. And you have talents, which will upgrade particular skills. For example, if this one gets upgraded, you won't get any more normal attacks, but they will do more damage. Palm Vortex will do more damage and things like that. And you have Profile, which gives you the characters' birthdays, their affiliation, what their vision is, and you'll get lines from them and what they do, and be able to find out just generally more about any character you wish. For now, let's head to Mondstadt.
What's that? It smells so good!
Now, as you go along, you might pick up world quests. World quests are not main quests. They're something you can do on the side. They may teach you stuff, they may give you good items, or they may just be something interesting to use. I suggest if this is your first playthrough to talk to Lynn and do that world quest, but for now we're gonna completely focus on the main quest until we get to the end of the Outrider of the Wind section.
Let me officially introduce the city of wind, dandelions, and freedom. Travelers under the protection of the Knights of Favonius, welcome to Mondstadt.
Finally, no more having to camp outdoors. But the city folk don't look too cheery.
Everyone's been put out of place by storm terror recently. But everything will turn out fine as long as Jean's with us.
Jean?
Acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Jean, Defender of Mondstadt. With Jean on our side, surely even the vicious storm terror will be no match for us. Before I take you guys to the Knights of Favonius headquarters, I have a present for you, Traveler. It's a reward for helping me clear out that Hilichurl camp.
Hey! Why doesn't Paimon get a reward?
Because this reward is useless to you, Paimon. But I'll treat you to a traditional Mondstadt delicacy, sticky honey roast.
Sticky honey roast!
Come with me. We'll head to the city's, high ground.
Time for some food.
This used to be a bustling street, but with so many storm terror attacks recently, the usual crowds are nowhere to be seen. Except for the local tavern near the city wall over there. They haven't been affected. If anything, their business is better than ever.
Yeah, if you ever get lost, the game, you can press down the 2 thumb buttons and the game will give you a way to go. Sometimes it'll just let you go over like that. And it will acknowledge that you can climb pretty much anything in this game, and that might be the quickest way to get to a place.
So, the present I want to give you is a wind glider. Outriders use them to ride the wind, and the people of Mondstadt love using them too. I brought you here to give it to you, so you can experience it right away.
Oh, you're really excited about these wind gliders, huh?
Well, that's because the wind is the heart and soul of Mondstadt. Alrighty then, enough talk. Let's give it a whirl. It's easy to use, but you still need to pay attention to my instructions.
That wasn't a glitch. The game will physically stop you until you have pressed forward and pressed A to put your wind gliders on. But this is one of the fun things about Genshin. Just finding a high place and gliding off down.
The sky. Storm terror as much as you can. It's fine, doesn't really matter where you hit so much. His wings are pretty big, so if you want to aim for those, center of mass and wings, makes things easier.
You've actually got the power to go up against the dragon. Are you a new ally? Or a new storm?
Storm Terror is attacking Mondstadt itself! Kaya, Traveler, you've come at the right time. We must...
Hold on, Amber. Are you perhaps forgetting to introduce us?
Oh, right. This is Kaya, our cavalry captain. These two are travelers from afar.
From afar? Is that all we know of them?
Long story short...
I see. Welcome to Mondstadt. Though you haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. I understand the anguish of being separated from family. I'm not really sure why you're looking for the Animo God. Oh, but everyone has their secrets, right? Relax. I won't press you for more. First and foremost, on behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I would like to extend our thanks to you for your help just now. Your fight to defend the city against the dragon just now was witnessed by no small number of citizens. The acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius is also very interested in meeting you, and formally invites you both to our headquarters.
So we unlocked the dressing room, which is not as exciting as it sounds, I'm not gonna lie. With the dressing room, you can go into a character's bit. Press that button. And you can just set what kind of wings they've got. There's other ones you can unlock as you go along. But we'll go through how to unlock them at some other point. For now, let's put on the nice new ones that we got via the post. Amber 2 also has the dressing room, so you can set them separately for each character. Try match them if you want, aesthetically. But for now, let's go see this Jean. The Knights of Favonius headquarters is this way. Want a bit of a shortcut, just jump up on here and glide down, because it's right here.
This seems to be the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Let's head in.
Nope, I didn't mean to talk to you, Piper. When you get something like this, you'll have to press in the right stick to change which option you're selecting.
Jean, what's the hurry? I thought we agreed to meet them here.
There have been sightings of storm terror outside the city. Once we meet, we must...
Relax. I'll lend a hand when the time comes.
Jean, I've brought them. And once it was over, I brought them straight here.
Mondstadt welcomes you, Windborn travelers. I am Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This is Lisa, our resident librarian.
Oh, are you sweeties here to help us out? You're both so adorable. Sadly, the timing is regrettable. Storm terror has caused quite a ruckus in the region since its recent resurgence. Simply put, Mondstadt's elemental sphere and ley lines are now akin to a yarn ball in the paws of a kitten. For a mage, it couldn't get much worse. My skin is one elemental particle away from a full-blown breakout.
If it weren't for this interference, the Knights of Favonius would have better ways to help you than just putting up missing person posters. We simply ask that you repose in Mondstadt while we help you seek out your brother.
Paimon will help too.
Good. In that case, we need a plan.
With Storm Terror now directly attacking Mondstadt, we may have an opportunity to cut this problem off at the source. Lisa has revealed the sources of Storm Terror's power with her detection magic.
Is that so?
They're located in the abandoned Four Winds temples. Storm Terror's ability to whip up these kinds of storms can be attributed to it drawing power from the temples.
Our objective is to deal with 3 of the 4 temples. I trust everyone understands why we are only dealing with 3.
Paimon doesn't.
Knights of Favonius, time is against us. The storm is rampant. There's no point in maintaining a defensive position. All right, we need to take initiative and act before the situation escalates.
And at this point, you unlock the gacha. For those who aren't aware, the gacha is the main way to get new characters in this game. The characters you will get for free are pretty much all in this room. Obviously, we have Amber already, and we will also get access to Lisa and Kaya. Jean is not. Jean is a 5-star, so we won't get access to Jean. If you go to the wish screen, you will see the current banners up at the moment. You'll have some free rolls to be able to do. You'll have the beginner's wish, which we go into the details. A beginner's wish has no time limit and is aimed at travelers who have recently landed into VAT. So you're guaranteed to get a character called Noelle, who is a Geo character. She's an Earth-based character. She has a pretty strong shield. She can heal a little bit as well, and she can do some really decent damage if you can level her up well enough as well. And she's guaranteed with your first 10 wishes. The second 10 wishes, there will be another 4-star character specifically. But this will disappear after you have done 20 wishes. The rest of the gacha, you have the banner character. So for this one, it is Nuvilette, who is a new character based in the newest region of Fontaine, which is a way away from us right now. So if you were starting right now, I would suggest maybe rolling for Hutao instead, because you would not be able to level up Nuvilette until you get to Fontaine, and that will really kind of hamper your progress. In terms of how these gachas work, every 10 rolls you get a 4-star. That could be a 4-star character or a 4-star weapon. In this case, the characters would be Shincho, Fischl, or Diona, and the weapons could be any 4-star weapon. You're guaranteed a 5-star at 90 rolls, but you hit a soft pity, which ups your percentage chance at about 70-75. Your first 5-star on these is a 50% chance of being the character on the banner, or a standard character. Now there's a few standard characters. Let's quickly go through those. So your standard characters are Diha, which is a Sumeru character, so wouldn't be too useful right now. Tainari, also a Sumeru character. Keqing, Mona, Qiqi, Diluc, and Jean. To start with, you would hopefully get Keqing, Mona, Qiqi, Diluc, and Jean, because they are Mondstadt or Liyue, which you have access to straight away. You will be able to level them up to max level without having to unlock any other region. You also have a chance for a 5-star weapon and most of the 4-stars as well in the standard banner. And those are also the standard 5-stars you could potentially get from the other banners should you fail to 50-50. The next bit of the story, if we go to the missions, is split into 3. You can do these in any order, and we're going to wait to the next video to do those. You'll have a temple to do with Amber, a temple to do with Kaya, and a temple to do with Lisa. After the Lisa and Kaya missions, you will gain Lisa and Kaya themselves to be part of your team. At this point, you also have the events page, and the events page at this point will sort of tell you where you need to go, who you can unlock. There is a login bonus, so make sure you pick that up. You've got your test runs, so you can try out the characters on the banners, see if you actually want them, see if they feel nice. Always keep in mind that in the testers, the characters are very well built up. So you're looking at like fully leveled characters with very well built accessories, which are very hard for you to grind for. So take it with a pinch of salt. And it's saying that there's a new story request, which we're not going to have to worry about for a little while, because we're not going to get to New Left for a long time. Because there is a lot in this game. That's as far as we're going to go for this video. We will cover getting Lisa and Kaya next video, and also potentially leveling up a little bit more as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. My name is Briony, and this has been a SelphieGaming video.